The waters of the Delta were traveled upon by the Vietnamese people in a long, narrow, and shallow draft boat called a sampan. A Vietnamese peasant family living in the Delta frequently carried everything they owned in the sampans, such as rice, livestock, and fishing nets. The Delta was filled with thousands of peasant sampans going every which way. However, sampans were also used by the Viet Cong to secretly move weapons and supplies. Perhaps the most confusing part of the war for a Navy sailor assigned to the Mobile Riverine Force was to know just who was Viet Cong and who was loyal to the South Vietnamese government. Each and every sampan was searched for any evidence of Viet Cong collaboration. But without uncovering hidden weapons, it was next to impossible to identify a Viet Cong guerrilla. Sometimes they were uncovered too late, as many Viet Cong sampans were booby-trapped. A noteworthy statistic from this war is that more than 10% of U.S. casualties were from crude, homemade booby traps. One of the many tragedies of the Vietnam conflict was the victimization of the peaceful villagers who received nothing but misery and death. While desiring only to go about their daily tasks, they were subject to constant search by the Navy and, it is reported, under continuous threat from the Viet Cong to cooperate with them. The Delta villagers were caught in the middle of this war and were treated with suspicion, fear, and intimidation from each side. An average of 300 sampans was searched during a routine patrol. The PBRs cruised tirelessly back and forth, up and down every river and canal. Most searches revealed nothing meaningful, yet it seemed somehow that the Viet Cong always found a way to conduct their Delta operations. The sailors would search where any tall grasses appeared to be broken, where a boat might have been beached, and at the mouth of every canal. Every twist and turn meant the possibility of encountering Viet Cong guerrillas. If a PBR crew couldn't find any Viet Cong, they only had to be patient enough to let the Viet Cong find them. The boredom of a patrol would only be relieved when they would dock back at the barrack ship, or when the Viet Cong would suddenly attack.
Turn port 180.
over. Single Juliet. Single Juliet. Lion hat 2. Go ahead. Over. Lion hat 2.